Your phone's GPS chip is logging your exact speed, down to the decimal right now, not the number on your screen, the real one. Google's telemetry pipeline is still transmitting that raw figure to third-party data brokers every 30 seconds, and the FTC can't stop it. That's the system I'm going to show you today. The audit trail exists, and it proves the number they're hiding from you is the number they're selling. Navigation apps have a speed display. You've seen it, the little number in the corner of Google Maps or Apple Maps while you're driving. It looks like a safety feature. NHTSA, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, has guidelines about displaying speed to drivers. Google and Apple say they follow those guidelines. They say the smooth, slightly delayed number you see is intentional. It reduces cognitive distraction, prevents erratic reactions to GPS fluctuations, keeps you safe. That's the official story. And technically, the display smoothing is real. Your GPS chip pings location roughly once per second. The app applies a Kalman filter, a mathematical smoothing algorithm, before rendering that speed to you. The number on your screen is a processed, intentionally softened version of your actual velocity. What they don't tell you is what happens to the unprocessed version. Inside Google's location services stack, there's a persistent identifier tied to your device, not your Google account, not your phone number. A hardware-adjacent ID that survives factory resets in many configurations. Every GPS ping your device generates gets tagged with that identifier, timestamped and logged. This includes the raw speed value, the unfiltered figure before the Kalman smoothing. That data doesn't stay on your device. Every 30 seconds in the background, your phone initiates what Google's own developer documentation calls a telemetry handshake. A batch of location events, coordinates, altitude, heading, and speed, routes to Google's backend infrastructure. Google's privacy policy describes this as improving navigation services. And it does improve navigation services. It also creates a continuous driving profile. Your commute times, your routes, your acceleration patterns, your top speeds on every road segment you've ever used. That profile doesn't just sit in a Google server, it moves. And it's still moving right now. In 2022, the FTC launched an investigation into location data brokers, the companies that buy raw telemetry from app developers and resell it to insurers, employers, and law enforcement. Senators wrote letters. There were hearings. The FTC issued a policy statement calling the sale of precise location data an unfair practice. And then nothing changed. Because the FTC's authority over data sales hits a wall the moment a company points to a consent checkbox buried in a terms of service agreement signed at app installation. Your navigation app, when you first opened it, asked for location access. You tapped Allow. That single tap in the legal architecture Google helped design constitutes informed consent to everything downstream. The regulator already knew, and they already told you they couldn't stop it. Here's the part nobody reported. The data doesn't flow directly from Google to insurers. That would be traceable. Instead, it routes through a subsidiary network of data aggregators, companies like Arity, which is owned by Allstate, Verisk Analytics, LexisNexis Risk Solutions. These companies don't buy your data. They license access to scoring models trained on your data. That distinction is legally significant. It means your raw telemetry never technically leaves Google's ecosystem. What leaves is a behavioral score, your driving risk profile, expressed as a number. That score is then purchased by your insurance company, potentially without your knowledge, and without a separate consent event. And here's where the speed concealment loops back. The smooth number on your screen can't be used against you. It's a display artifact. The raw telemetry, the precise speed logged at the moment you crested that hill at 74 and a 65, is the number that feeds the model. The display was never designed to help you. It was designed to give you a number you couldn't dispute, while the number that matters routes somewhere else entirely. The system isn't broken. The system is working exactly as designed, and it's still running. Right now, if you have Google Maps installed and location access enabled, your speed history is being logged in a format more precise than anything on your screen. Every road you've driven in the last 18 months, every time you exceeded a posted limit, every hard break, every fast merge, every late-night drive, that data has already been processed into a score. That score may already be influencing your insurance premium through what the industry calls telematics-adjacent pricing, a category that doesn't require you to opt into a tracking program. You're in the program. You opted in when you tapped Allow on a location permission 3 years ago. You can turn off location access, but the identifier persists, and any app with location history from before you changed the setting already contributed its data to the model. The window to opt out closed before you knew the window existed. So ask yourself this: who benefits from you not knowing your real speed? Not you, not road safety advocates. The beneficiaries are the companies building risk models on data you generated and never consented to sell. They need the raw number. They need you to see the smooth one. And the agency that was supposed to stop this already admitted it can't. So why is it still legal?